Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, good morning, and happy Saturday. I think I just bumped into Gilran here. Good, really great looking character there. But yeah, good evening, everyone. Happy Saturday and happy last Advent weekend, whatever the word is I'm looking for. And hey, Moose. Hey, Flakin. Hey, hey. And hey, Khan. How you doing?
Hey, good afternoon, good evening. I guess evening, right? Yeah, I'm alright, thank you. How's it going, Maya? How is everyone?
I'm good. Hey, LeBro. I'm just turning my holiday quest in because we did all of them yesterday. Pretty nifty, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Chuffed with that.
Oh, I can't have any more keys? Since when? All right. Well, I need to go and spend the keys then. Oh. So I get my 4th key.
That is kind of the name of the game. Call me crazy, but that's sort of what the event is.
Damn, I've got keys! Yeah, because I want, obviously, the house, but I also want to make sure that I still have my little...
You want to get the pet back?
Actually, I think I've already have it.
When you say keys, you mean tickets, correct?
No, I mean keys for the house. You know?
Have you got 5 out of 5 already? How can that be?
No. No, I don't. I've got 3 out of 5, so I'm getting my 4th key today. And then 5th one in a couple of days. What's tripping you up there?
Nothing? I'm with you.
I've got Molag Bal. I've got fragments to assemble. Hey, Foxy Alex. Hey, Khan. And Maya. How's it going? Good. And I've got the Molag Bal Illusion Imp, so I'm good. Ooh, I've been good. Yeah, we're good. Been a long week, but a great week. And well, it's Christmas next week. How did that happen? I still am sort of baffled by how the heck are we at the end of the year again?
Yeah, you are. The quicker it sneaks up on you, I guess. And this year has been crazy. So, which is a good thing, you know?
Should I guess Sahan's key or Manny Marco's key?
I thought I'd leave Manamarco till last.
Yeah, same. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. All right. Meow. Hey, Solo. How are you? Yeah, okay. Let's turn the music up a bit. Hey, Glolik. Yes, I was saying. It's Gilran. Great looking character, by the way. I like. Davin's watch. No, that's where I am.
Wait. It's Glolig and Gilran. Is that the same person?
Yeah.
I did not realize that.
Hmm?
Is that dumb of me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No. Meow.
No, but I'm guessing you knew already, so I...
No, apparently not. Okay, did I get it wrong? Alright. Really? Solo, ahoy! So you at New Life. Okay. I'm 12 levels away from CP on my new Arcanist on EU. Slowly getting PvP skill lines to 6. 10 more % to go. Nice! And how are you doing, Chris? Oh, did it just not meow? Or was I just talking over it? It's probably that, isn't it?
Oh.
Oh, we don't have Kitty, though. Where's Kitty gone? I may have turned her... Yeah, I turned it off yesterday, didn't I? There we go.
You just did everything.
Yeah. Oh, right. So Gilran, Thalion, Glorlig is my old Lord of the Rings full nick. So it is the same person. So no, I'm not going crazy. Somehow I had the stream muted. Oh, we've all done it. Hey, Sammy boy. Thank you so much for the sub. Much appreciated. Wow. You've been subbed for 19 months?
An early legend.
Ooh! That's amazing. Thank you. Flaking, even with this double XP, CP points is a grind. Yeah, I just don't do it. Yeah, I don't like it. Astral View, Afternoon Ninja Pulse Gaming. All pre-game prep for today's D&D session is complete. Nice. Gonna hang out for a bit, then go get properly prepared for company to arrive. Nice. So what's the theme today? And I'm going the completely wrong way. Ugh.
Gonna do like a Big Bang Theory style festive D&D session. I remember there was an episode where they did that, right?
Yep.
And doesn't Sheldon like kill Santa Claus?
Yep. That's not the... Man, my brain today.
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas, you big dork!
Nice one. The theme is a bit of dungeons and some dragons. Nice, Moose. Thank you.
That is a new twist.
I know, right?
Way to keep it fresh.
Alright, give me the key. Oh, she already... No, what? Oh, it's...
The sounds of Maya's brain working.
So I went to all the wrong places. And I already did that. I need to go and turn the new quest in. Oh my good lord. The brain is not braining. The party is in a large city and are searching for clues on where the next artifact they are searching for might be. Ooh! They will get ambushed in town. And I've got the ambush party created. Ooh! That sounds fun. I really want to find the time to try out D&D properly.
Good.
But right now, yeah.
D&D.
D&D!
Literally never played.
No.
I've played, Golden Realms on PC. Like, I missed the original two Baldur's Gates, although a friend of mine played them. He was really into that, like Baldur's Gate 2 and Diablo 2. They were more or less contemporary, right? But I missed those. But Neverwinter Nights, right? Played those. They were pretty cool. But yeah, that's as far as I ever got with D&D.
And I seem to have lost the image of the coat of arms of the bad guy. So I reprinted the image. I'll toss it in Discord. Oh, that's so fun! Oh, somebody's fighting here. That's not nice.
Since we could argue, couldn't we, Maya, that a lot of the games we played, even when the setting is not influenced by D&D at all, the games themselves often are.
Yeah.
Heavily. Heavily.
I looked at maybe playing BG1 and 2, but they look a bit too dated.
Oh, they still work, actually. I mean, you have to be into it. You couldn't... If you found, like, a 12-year-old kid who really loved Baldur's Gate 3, even if they're a bit young for bits of it, I don't think you could just sit them down in front of Baldur's Gate 1, even the remastered version, and expect them to click with it.
Yeah, so Skyrim is kind of D&D influenced, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there are dungeons and there are dragons, so there we go.
I don't know. I don't
I was kidding.
I don't think D&D has a monopoly on either of those things. In fact, those are like two of the few things that it has absolutely not invented in any way.
Let's mansplain things to Maya.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, they did. Jokes aside, they had a panel at the Amsterdam event, which was all about tabletop to pixel or whatever it was called, and not just the evolution of RPGs from pen and paper, tabletop, miniatures, big rule books, and those novels that, like, the ones that you had as a kid, Maya, where it's like, turn to page 4 if you take the left door, and those adventure books, all the way up to games in the late 70s, early 80s at a very basic level, those adventure games which are all text, and then eventually things like Arena and Ultima and all the way up to ESO today. Pretty cool, and there's a very, very strong through line. You follow the thread all the way, and some of the guys that work on ESO even today, and some of those that aren't there anymore but were there in the beginning, they were the guys who set up, they were like foundational in creating RPGs in the 80s.
Gloric is saying give Khan a bit more volume, please. A bit low. It's absolutely maxed out on my end.
Oh, okay, that could be... Is that better? Let me check settings on my end.
And come to think of it, the entire Elder Scrolls is D&D influenced. Yeah. And they're both fantasy, but Elder Scrolls does not make me think of D&D.
I mean, D&D riffs so heavily on
D&D
on Tolkien, and so does everything else. So yeah, there's a lot of common DNA in there. Is that better, by the way? Was it Glorlig saying I need to be a little bit louder?
I created that in Image Creator. Yeah, that's beautiful, Asterial. That's really fun. Thanks for posting that in Discord.
Okay, I turned myself up a tiny
Glolic
bit more.
says no.
Is that a bit better, Maya?
I mean, to me, you sound exactly the same.
Oh, really? I just turned myself up, and you don't hear the difference?
No.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Why would it be different from yesterday and the day before?
Yeah, I mean,
Makes no sense.
happens all the freaking time, which is really, really crazy. But yeah, I checked Discord, what is coming through the same channel. I sort of did the thing of rejigging the channel. Let me just check if Razor, Maya loud, but not you. Oh, I just muted myself anyway.
You were saying, Maya?
Oh, was I? I don't know. Don't forget to the on and off things you need to flip an extra time. Yeah, I did. And Tolkien is influenced by Old English stories. Smaug is basically a copy and paste of Beowulf character.
No. That's taking it too far.
No, that's too far. I will not have that.
Tolkien absolutely was depicting and describing characters and worlds that were to some extent familiar because it existed in folklore. But I think it's taking a little bit too far that he just like copy pasted them. The same as with Andrzej Sapkowski with The Witcher. Yeah, the vast majority of his creatures are described in folklore and mythology or what have you. But I still think he deserves credit for establishing the environment and the rules and the space in which they exist and operate. I mean, particularly in his case. Actually, in the case of him and Tolkien, they took great care to build a world where everything actually made sense. So, I don't know. You're absolutely right. It's all connected. Everything is influenced by a forerunner and so on, all the way back to the beginning. But I think it's fair to say that Tolkien is a bump on the road where someone genuinely reinvented and just straight up invented a huge amount of fantasy material that would then be... Like, the great author Terry Pratchett made a fantastic comment, which I'll always quote. He said, as a fantasy author himself, he said, all the fantasy authors, me and everyone else, all we've been doing is moving around the furniture in Tolkien's attic for 50 years. Let's be honest. Which is a great line.
Best mounts in all of Vardenfell, right here. Come in.
Yeah, that's funny. I like that. At least I have... well, I'm... In Czech, we sort of say klobasa, but I'd imagine that's not quite how it's pronounced, so I'm just going to go, that's how I'd say it in Czech. He created fantasy genre, maybe.
I'm gonna forget the names, but there are definitely fantasy epics being written before Tolkien, like, was the Watson Future King? Was that before Tolkien? I mean, that's the Arthurian legend, but there is it Lord Dunson, who's a Victorian writer?
Yeah, sure. Sorry.
These sort of epic fantasy stories.
Hmm.
I don't hear you, Maya. You've gone quiet all of a sudden.
No, I didn't. I just muted myself on Discord again. It's fine. So, chat still hears me, just not you.
I can hear you, but I
yeah,
can't.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a private conversation. It's kind of
Counts a dig. Oh, shit. I didn't actually... No. I didn't mean that. Abort! Still, I posted a rather bad image because it is a pic of a pic. Of the day of our wedding at our Renfest. So that's awesome. Oh, look at you. Oh, that's so cool.
Ah, that's awesome. I love how the guys in the background are in focus. Classic. Classic, like, a special day for photography, right?
Aw.
Oh, looking badass.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, see, if anyone's not on the Ninja Balls Discord,
You're missing it, yeah.
treats and tidbits you're missing out on. For the full experience, discord.gg/Ninja Balls.
Or just follow the link. Follow the link.
Is that actually... That's correct, isn't it?
Say that again? But it's /Ninja Pulse, yeah. That's it. Yeah, discord.com, ninjapulse.com. What? Ninja Pulse. Oh my god, no, I'll just stop talking. Today feels like a good day to stop talking!
The stream's going to be tricky if you just stop talking, I'm not going to lie.
That's true, yeah.
Right, I'm finally able to open some of these coffers. I've been at 1,000 transmutes for way too long. So all my like trial coffers and stuff like that, they're starting to pile up. But I finally found something to print today.
Yeah, I should really do that. Do some printing. When the ladies got finished dressing her, I'd gone off to get some final arrangements done. When I got back, no lie, my eyes welled up. She was literally glowing, and she still evokes the same feeling. Oh, that's so nice. Aw. Yeah, it's funny, when we showed up at the place for our weddings, we sort of had our place. It had a little church at the bottom of the garden. And we were quite sort of busy. We had family coming in from literally abroad. So making sure everything's organized. And we hired a little bus to take us all there. We had our dog there. It was all sort of really hectic, making sure that everything is sorted. And I got there. I was like, I have my dress. Oh, I forgot all my jewelry that I got. Oh, well. And I just remember calling up the... flower people, saying, any chance you could chuck in a few extra roses? 'Cause I think it was a friend of mine suggested, just put some roses in your hair and you'll be fine.
Yeah, because you had like a tiara or something that you were gonna wear.
Yeah, I forgot that at home.
And left it at home.
And a necklace. I had everything. It was so dumb.
It worked out though.
It did, yeah. Yeah. This is Moose. Oh my god, that's a funny little mistype. If someone was literally glowing, I think I would rub. I mean, run. Oh, silly Moose. There is something about the glowing. I know what you mean, but I don't know if somebody's genuinely happy and smiles that smile of like, glowing inside and out. There is a glow, like, sure.
There's no better word for it.
There is just no. Yeah. I know exactly. Yeah. And my wife literally did nothing on that day. I arranged the entire day and even hired a page to see to the ladies' needs while I attend to a few last minute matters. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, we just had everyone at the place. That's why we hired out a little place so we could just tell them, they just looked after us. We didn't have to do anything. Yeah, I think I've mentioned this on stream before, but we went to that place to stay the night before. We had like a Viking party outside. Everybody got absolutely smashed. So our wedding day, a few people looked a bit blue. But
most people were okay. There was just one guy.
He wore a blue suit as well. He matched it.
Yeah, he basically looked a very pale blue, greyish color.
But yeah, what was pretty funny was... because the dog wasn't allowed in some parts of the house, so we tried to make sure we were in the ones that he was allowed. But at one point, they kicked him out of the house. Not literally kicked, but they're like, as they were serving everything, so they just sort of closed the door so he wouldn't be in the way, and then he was allowed to be with us in the dining room. But well, they left the door to the van open where they had all the food for the following day for the lunch, for the wedding sort of food. That was funny. He ate it all.
Yeah, he made his way through like a crate of sandwiches.
Yeah. Poor thing. You know why brides wear flowers in their hair? Because they forgot their tiara at home. I'm guessing there's some sort of deeper meaning, but yeah. do tell.
Well, garlanding with flowers is a classic move.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Like the King and Queen of May in Bohemian tradition, which you'd be able to tell us all about, Maya.
Uh-huh, yeah. Obviously. Because they did not bathe so much before in medieval era. So they wore flowers so they wouldn't smell.
I'm not sure that's the reason. Well, that probably helps.
Yeah, it's like putting lots of spices in the meat dish because, well, that meat's probably a bit awfy. Our wedding announcements were done in a Baroque script, and I elevated my wife in that. In the announcement, she was designated as the Baroness de Malaga. Malaga, as in, like, I'm guessing Spain? Malaga, right? Whereas my name was listed as the heir to a Spanish count, given my skin tone. I was, in my character study, the acknowledged son of a Spanish count and a Moorish woman. I love that! Printed on parchment paper with wax sealed. Nice. Oh, that's fun.
RP wedding. That's really fun.
Yeah, I love that.
People have like Klingon weddings and stuff. Like, it's genuinely a thing that. Because I think there's an episode of Star Trek where you see a Klingon wedding, right?
Well, it's
Jadzia,
Jadzia, right?
Yeah. It's all symbolic of how they strike down the gods so that they can be together. It's actually kind of cool by Star Trek standards, and because it was actually depicted in an episode, it's a thing that you can copy if you want. So yeah, evidently this is a thing that people do. I'm not sure I would have wanted that, but I would love to be present.
Yeah, just to check it out, yeah.
That would be awesome fun.
Why are you swearing in Greek without me? What? Ooh, Klingon wedding. We can fight, right? That's exactly what I was thinking. Just, yeah. Be the crap out of each other. Yeah, it's fun. Love you too.
Yeah. I seem to remember they all get given like is it like the TV show Gladiators or whatever, where you get those giant Q-tips that you're supposed to beat each other with? You know, it's like a.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, do they have that on the show? I don't remember.
I feel like they have those, and they've got like a soft thing, like a boxing glove, like on the end of the stick. And that's the ceremony. They're supposed to beat up the bride and groom. And Chief O'Brien is just there the entire ceremony. Can we go yet? Can we go? Not yet, Chief.
I love the jester. And another with Quark. A Klingon wedding and a divorce. All in one episode. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah. Oh my.
She just spit in his face and it's done. That's a Klingon divorce.
Yeah, there we go.
I've only seen Deep Space Nine once, I think. Although bits of it I've seen twice. Like
yeah.
The really
we did it. We finished it twice.
Have we seen it twice now?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I was going to say, actually, as soon as I said it, it didn't seem correct.
Yeah. And bits of it 3 times, because we sort of, once we rewatched, we were like, let's do the whole thing again, because I forgot what happened.
Bits of that show were really, really good. And I totally ignored it when it was on TV when I was a kid. I was like, no way, I'm way too cool for this. But I kind of wish I hadn't, because it's when it's good, it's really, really good. And turns out it was historically important for the evolution of TV into what it is today. In a way, like it was a very important step on that route to shows like, Mad Men, The Wire, The Sopranos.
Yeah. Oh, I love that dedication there, Astira. That sounds amazing. So you actually had them like professionally printed on parchment? That sounds complicated, like finding someone to actually do that.
It depends where you live. If you live near where we are, it's easy, because we've got a very, quite a fancy touristy city right next to where we live called Bath.
I suppose, yeah.
And yeah, if you live there, then this kind of thing is easy to find. But if you live in Ipswich, maybe not.
Oh, you guys printed them at home. Fair enough.
Oh, that's
was
way
going to
cooler.
say, yeah. DS9 was to Trek what the Clone Wars series was to Star Wars. Ooh, Jester.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad parallel to draw. Alright, Maya.
Alright, Khan.
Question time. So yesterday and previously, we've been talking a lot about Christmas movies and which are the good ones, which are the bad ones, but mostly which are the ones that people are going to watch or like to watch.
Oh, we've got a Welshman, Flakin. Nice.
I cannot remember how to say Merry Christmas or Happy Christmas in Welsh. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I will fuck it up, so I'm not going to go there. Do you remember it, Maya?
I'm not going to say it. I don't think it's quite right.
No, exactly. We used to live in Bristol. Actually, we met there. We both went to Bristol University. And as you may or may not know, a lot of Welsh folks at that university.
Happy Christmas will do.
Yeah. But yeah, so having discussed movies, I mean, we can still do that. Nothing wrong with that. What about Christmas games? Like Christmas gaming? Is that a thing that anyone does?
An article just popped up for me, and somebody was talking about, I forgot what the name of the game was, but it's only on PlayStation at the moment, but it's like hunting snowmen. Is something with snowmen? I just thought that sounded amazing. Running around hunting snowmen.
Is that the Hunt Showdown? It's got like a Christmas event or something?
No. It's a separate game on PlayStation only.
See, games that are like dedicated to Christmas, I can't really think of any that have made any impact on me. But there are games that have a Christmas event or a mod or an add-on that you can use to Christmasify it. Obviously ESO.
Yeah.
But if I weren't playing it generally, obviously I wouldn't log in just to hit up that New Life festival goodness. You know?
Yeah.
Or at least I can't imagine doing that. But, well, there is a game that Maya and I always play. We make sure we play it every Christmas. We usually do it at Valentine's Day as well, but we install a bunch of different add-ons to make it
Mods.
themed, appropriately themed, yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of a Christmas game either, Solo.
Guess what that might be. It's not a Christmassy game.
No.
But you can make it Christmassy as hell with the use of community-made mods.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call.
And we play it together, so it's not a single-player game.
Yeah. And I have streamed it.
Yeah, we are known for loving this game and the studio, but I'm just wondering if anyone can guess what it might be. Or what other games that, if there's anything that you fire up, or if there's like an in-game event that you often try to do, like Killing Floor 2, for example.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They have some really, really great events, seasonal events.
Hang on. Cthulhu Saves Christmas? It's a sequel to Cthulhu Saves the World? Seriously, Jester? That's a thing? That sounds amazing. Christmas movie, Die Hard 2. Why not Die Hard 1? So, Die Hard.
Both.
Yeah. Oh, it's absolutely a thing. That sounds amazing, Jester. Well, no guesses on the game you're describing, Khan. That we install a ton of Christmassy mods.
It's Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah, that is a fun one.
Like the tank. Anyone who's played it, the tank is the giant, close to unkillable zombie that comes after your team.
Oh, thanks, Jester.
It's enormous. It soaks up a huge amount of damage, and it is lethal on like high difficulties. A couple of hits, and you're almost dead. So you really need to focus it as a group. And we found an amazing mod years ago, which turns it into it basically puts a giant Christmas sweater on him, but leaves the rest of him unchanged. But changes the tank music. When the tank is triggered, you get this incredibly bombastic, terrifying horror music. And it's like really threatening and stressful, and it changes it into the Mariah Carey.
It would be amazing if it looked like Mariah Carey. That would be terrifying.
No, that would be too far.
Yeah.
I'm uninstalling that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can also turn all the there's a mod that turns all of the regular infected into gingerbread men, or like little soldier nutcrackers.
Oh yeah, all of those are so fun. Actually,
that's pretty fucking disturbing. And you can turn all the guns into like Christmas toys and yeah.
How may I?
Yeah, I've done silly stuff. Actually, I still have Halloween mod on, so I need to sort that out. Hey, Khan, do you recognize the image I put in Discord? Oh.
I do, yeah, by Jester.
Well, no, the one above it.
Yeah, I would have got that, even if Jester hadn't already spoiled it for me.
Oh, Jester!
You actually own that. That's cool as hell.
That is fun.
A banner with 2 snakes.
Haha!
Oh no, it's not. It's a symbol. 2 snakes facing each other.
Jester, sorry, I got excited. It's okay. We forgive you.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, those are fun. Hang on, did I just disconnect? Why is everybody standing still?
I would love them to try and make another film, not a
No, it's
Conan
fine.
movie, but another film a bit like that, where it's quite high fantasy.
Hey, thanks for
Not
the follow.
It's not like dominated by magic and stuff. It's mostly just regular people like us, but in a fantasy world. You know what I mean? But where they use very little language. Because one of the amazing things about Conan, that film, it was an international production. Dino De Laurentiis, obviously an Italian movie mogul, he wanted to make a film which would work around the world. So yeah, there is dialogue in it, but there's actually very, very little if you compare it to pretty much any other fantasy movie where they stand around explaining what the MacGuffin is and what this doodah does and how this spell works and how the curse.
What is doodah?
You know what I mean? They're always standing around explaining the plot. Look at the Council of Elrond, for example. And I love The Lord of the Rings, just saying.
The Red Mountain.
That's where they take a little break and explain the plot. Conan doesn't do that. Like, it proceeds with very little dialogue. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, it was really cool to see how little dialogue that was. That was actually once you sort of pointed it out, because I didn't really think about it before. They're like, his lady doesn't speak for ages. And she says, yeah.
The first time I saw the movie, it didn't even occur to me.
No. Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Crush your enemies, see them flee before you, and hear the lamentation of their women. I really need to get like earbuds so I can hear myself. Because it's hard to do impressions, but they're like twice as hard when I can't hear what I'm saying. Because I have the big headset on. That's my feeble excuse as to why my impressions are so shit.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. The score's amazing and less dialogue puts it more up front. Yeah. Hey, the actor did well without much lines. Yeah. Well. Lol, is that from Conan the Barbarian? I've never seen it. Oh, the first one. It is a good movie.
It's a really good movie, actually. It's there are a few of the special effects which are like whoosh. You know,
yeah.
It's old, and you look at. We recently rewatched all of the Indiana Jones movies, and there are like Temple of Doom. It's definitely not the best film, Jesus, but the effects in there are just incredible. But there are a few bits, like the wide shots where they come out of the cave, and there's that ravine below them. And it's like, woof, green screen and comps have come a long way since then. So there are a couple of bits like that in Conan, but overall, for a movie that old, it's actually very impressive, given the ambitious sets and all the incredible visuals in there. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's
dated quite impressively, I would say.
Gloric is saying, wow, Khan has serious impersonating skills, right? Oh, Flaking, I like that. Hey, the actor did well without much lines. Heck, he even made the governor. One of the best lines in a movie ever. What is best in life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's that one guy. The open step and the cry of the falcon. And everyone's like, boo.
Why don't they make an ESO film? Khan, push it. I think Khan would be the one saying, no. Unless he could write it, right? Right.
No, because it would be such an incredibly expensive thing to do. The only thing I would be up for is if you could find a way to make an indie movie that happens to be set in the Elder Scrolls. Something a little bit like
yeah.
the movie A Quiet Place. It's a horror movie, not a fantasy. It's got nothing to do with Elder Scrolls or gaming or anything, but it's kind of a high concept science fiction idea. And it's a very, very effective horror movie. But one of the only reasons it got made was because John Krasinski was able to do it on a relatively low budget. So he spent a lot of money on these few scenes where you get to see the monsters. But the rest of the time, it's just pure tension, pure movie making, like brilliant knowledge and execution of cinematic technique. There's a way of getting like Elder Scrolls to do that. Like when we were playing, the Amnesia game, The Bunker, right?
Yeah.
In the World War One bunker, and there's a monster in there with you, and you're completely fucked, basically. And you can only make short forays out to get fuel and to solve the mystery before you have to run scurrying back to the safe room.
Well, funnily enough, every time I saw rats, I thought it was the monster, and then I realized, no, when you see the monster, you're dead, basically.
When you were playing that,
Yeah.
and being braver than anyone expected, experts know what they're like, no, Maya, don't go out there. We were talking about how cool would it be if they revisited the old Elder Scrolls spin-off games idea, like Red Guard and Battlespire, but they made a horror game where it's like you and one Daedra, and that's it. That's the entire game. And you're stuck in some old abandoned Imperial fort or prison or something, and there's like a clan fear or a scamp or something in there with you. But a bit like, instead of having loads of them so they just become like cannon fodder, you just have one and make it really, really scary and dangerous. And you're not a battle mage or whatever, you're just...
You're a bard. There you go.
Hang that scamp on the head with your loot. But yeah, obviously you wouldn't necessarily want that film, but that kind of really stripped back idea.
Yeah.
So it's not an Elder Scrolls film in capital letters, it's just a really cool story which happens to be set in the universe.
Yeah, that it would work, yeah.
Like a sweeping, grand Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings or Marvel style Elder Scrolls movie would be so expensive, too many producers would get involved, there'd be too much pressure to get it right, and the phrase too many cooks spoil the broth, that would 100% happen. Not 100%, but it would be like an 80% chance of it being quite bad.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion. But yeah, you're right. It is a tantalizing fucking idea, isn't it?
Oh, I was just going to say something and I forgot what it was. Well, never mind.
You're going to tell us about the Daedra?
No.
Because you loved that idea. We were talking about that for like an hour.
What?
When you were playing the bunker, an ESO Elder Scrolls version would be cool.
Yeah. I forgot. I just saw someone shrink to the tiny, tiny little speck and then like float into the enchanted snow globe. I've never seen that. Actually seen someone do that. That
every
is...
time someone enters.
Oh, no, I know that it happens. I even said to Elizabeth the other day, come from here and then you can actually enter. But I've never seen actually someone go teeny, like super tiny. Like, that's so cool. I've never seen that other than me, This was without question a fun time to share a bit of my life with you guys in pigs. But I really need to go make myself presentable. Thus, I shall, for the nonce, bid you all adieu. I shall see thee, God willing even, another day. Well, have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon and evening. And yes, hopefully see you soon. And thanks for sharing.
Travel, Wanderer. Yeah, happy adventuring. And have a great Christmas. If we don't catch up with you before then, hopefully we will.
Yeah, Christmas. Yeah, I can't remember what I was going to say, but can you share your screen?
I can. Are you going to go and feed the dog?
Well, and that cat as well. Shall I not feed a cat?
Well, no. Nah, he's been alright today. He's not been 100% annoying.
He's a very hungry bot.
Yeah, man, from like midday to 1 o'clock. We usually feed him, we always feed him 3 times a day. You know, smaller meals more regularly. But we usually get him at 1 o'clock, he has lunch, right? So from midday until 1, the little guy was just screaming at me. And I was trying to work. I'm here in my home office trying to get some work done. And constantly, you know, it's like when a baby cries. It's really piercing and cuts right through your concentration.
Oh, Moose is saying, for the nonce, the word has a meaning I don't know of?
Yeah, for the time being.
It's archaic,
Yeah,
that's the...
It also means something else.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
Oh, yeah. 1 dog and 3 cats here. Jeez. Yeah, we used to have 2 dogs and 2 cats. Bit of a zoo. We now are down just to 1 dog and 1 cat. Love them, obviously. They're awesome. But just saying.
Yeah, we love Ted.
We
He'll
do.
be irreplaceable.
Yeah.
He's a very strange cat. He's much more sociable than cats typically are. You know, that like indifference that cats are so famous for. He doesn't really have that. He's very, very cuddly. He's always, especially Mai, he's always climbing on her. He's always coming to talk to us. What you doing?
Yeah, basically all the time. Yep. Yeah, I love pets. Oh, yeah. Love them. I found that clip, the video clip. That's my new favorite quote now. Crush your enemies, see them driven before you. Head the lamentations of the women. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
All right, I'm going to stream, can't stream. See, this is
I
cool.
wonder if that's straight out of the books. I bet it is. It's such a great line.
I'll be right back. Hey, Ted, do you want your din-dins? Do you want your din-dins?
Everyone can still hear you, Maya.
I know. Oh, I was like, hang on. Oh, that's a nice character. That's not mine. Is it? Oh, never mind. All right, I'll be right back. Also got 2 fish, 1 axolotl, and 1 rabbit. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, that's a fun mix.
That is a fun little zoo. That's awesome.
Rabbits are crazy fun. I think they are often underrated. They're like regarded as the pets that little kids have. But they're really entertaining and well, not always, like any creature. They're smart, or they can be very smart. One of my best friends, his wife is kind of obsessed with rabbits. So they are... I'm pretty sure they still have one. They've had a couple of kids, and I know that their last one died. Haven't really heard about the new one, but I assume it's immediately replaced. You know, within a few weeks, there's a new rabbit on the block. Figuratively speaking, that is, not literally on the block. That would be weird. What fish are we talking? Just 2? I'm guessing they're quite big or quite fancy in that case. Just catch up with chat there. Moose, you never hear if people are having pet salmon. Never hear of people having pet salmon or tuna. Goldfish, that's all, mate. Still pretty fun. how low maintenance are fish? I've never really. I had some tropical fish, quite early days in our relationship, but they didn't last that long. Nothing to do with me. So I don't really consider myself as ever having had fish. But my brother-in-law had a black. It was technically a goldfish, but one of those black ones. I think it was still described as a goldfish. And it was called Chris, which is always my favorite thing about it. What a great name for a goldfish. Vizok had a pet ball python. He died from cancer. Oh, that's sad. I've told this story on stream before, but very quickly. A girl that I was very good friends with at university, let's put it that way. I went to stay with her family once over the summer, and I stayed in her brother's room. He was away that weekend, and he had a couple of pet snakes, one of which was a constrictor. It wasn't like a big one, but it had escaped. It had managed to get out of its little enclosure just before I arrived. So we knew it was in the house, we just didn't know where. It was like, behind some books or under some furniture or something. And I was sleeping in the room where it lived and knew that it was loose. So they were saying, like, genuinely, you might wake up with it trying to do stuff to your arm, like trying to wrap itself around your arm, but that is it. It won't do anything else. Still, a little bit freaky as someone who's not had snakes before. But it didn't do anything. I never saw it, and they found it a couple of days after I left. That was quite a fun experience. Oh, by the way, thanks for the follow. ACAS or ICAS. Axolotl cleaned out every fortnight, goldfish out every month. That's not too bad. Goldfish about 5 years old. Man. That's a good old chunk of time. I love a pet you can get really invested in and have a relationship with. That's why, ultimately, whilst I know they're not for everyone, they're a bit big, they need a lot of TLC and a lot of special attention and all that. But I'm definitely a dog person. Because the level of interspecies communication that can go on there is kind of mind-blowing when you think about it. I hadn't really registered, but when we got our first dog, years ago, I read a book by one of the professors at Bristol University, which is where we were at the time. A guy called John Bradshaw, I want to say, called In Defense of Dogs, and it basically went over he's an anthrozoologist, so his field of expertise was all animals as they relate to human civilization. So horses, dogs, cats, farm animals, that kind of stuff. But dogs were his particular field of study. And it was freaking fascinating just how far back the taming of like foxes in prehistoric Turkey, for example. Like humans and canines have been doing this shit for God knows how long in some form or another.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Hey, hi, Chaz. I hope I didn't mispronounce that, but hello. Thanks for the follow.
I did try to keep up the chat, so yeah. They've been thanked and welcome.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Khan.
Hey, no way. That's like getting a hug from Granddad. You don't want that. You want a hug from Grandma, right? So, happy to have you welcoming everyone as well. Yeah, really fascinating. We're just talking about that book that you and I read years ago when we first got Travis, In Defense of Dogs, and how obviously there are so many things we can't know, but basically what we do know, what can be tested, what has been tested, and what is known about the way they relate to us and the way that they understand and process what we do with them. And yeah, on the one hand, absolutely freaking fascinating. I couldn't believe it. It was like learning about quantum physics or something like that, quantum mechanics. It was that level of like, whoa. But also really sad because it becomes clear how the pop culture ideas of how to train a dog, so much of it is absolute bullshit and is terrible. It's just terrible advice. this whole alpha thing about like making the dogs submit. It's complete bullshit. Yeah, really interesting. So, Flake was saying we've got 2 goldfish that are 5 years old.
Ooh!
Did you know they could live that long?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm utterly ignorant on this. I didn't know that. Pretty cool.
Vezok, my 16-year-old grandma died yesterday. She was such a lovely doggo. I'm confused by that sentence, but I'm sorry for your loss. I won my daughter 2 in a local fair, and they died within a week. Aww. And then I bought a fish tank and new fish, and they are still around. Yeah. It was a dog.
That's wild. It's just like a fun fair thing.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
You know, yeah, sorry to hear that. That's always
horrible.
always super sad. What was it when the breeder that when we got our second dog from it's the same breeder that we got the first one from? Really lovely.
Yeah.
And she just lost one, I think, like the week before.
Diesel. Oh, that's not how you
was it
mean.
him?
Yeah, she did lose Diesel,
I
yeah.
don't recall which one it was, but it was very recent, and she was saying, well, I mean, she has so many dogs, but it was still like it hits you so freaking hard every time. And she was saying they give you so many, like, they give you countless amazing days, and then the worst day of your life.
Yep. Yeah.
That's what having a dog mean.
Yep.
So that's pretty nice and neat description, actually.
Hey, look, I don't think I fed the dog enough. She's just sitting here, just staring at me. But the weed. My oldest cat lived 18 years. Well, Ted is 17. So, yeah.
Yeah, 18. That is a really
But
good inning.
that is good, yeah. I would get more pets if they didn't live such short lives. I know, it's fucking
That's sort
tough.
of what I was saying, yeah, that one of the reasons we have dogs and cats, well, dog and cat these days, we're down to just the 2, is that longer lifespan.
Oh, her name was Maka. That's a cute name. If I get a new dog, if it's a girl, I will name her Namira because I'm 100% sure she would be a menace. No, the dog is still looking at me. I guess it wasn't enough for dinner. You know, I'd love a seal.
No.
No, there's this amazing seal rescue in Ireland, and they just keep posting the most incredible pictures of the teeny tiny little rescued babies. Oh my god. I've always been fan of seals. There's this I need to look up like what the hell it was, but it was a TV show, and it was called Laura, because the seal was called Laura, and it befriended a person. And I loved it as a kid.
Going with the Czech pronunciation.
I am, yeah, because I can't.
German, originally.
That's my point.
Oh,
I have absolutely no idea where it's from. I can't remember anything. But I actually remember walking to a toy shop. I'm guessing we were probably buying something for my nephew because I don't think I was even that. I wasn't like a kid anymore. But they had this big stuffed seal, and I was like, yes, please.
Am I good to stop streaming now, Maya?
Sure. You can continue.
Okay.
Yeah, I can get behind a pet seal. Yeah, exactly. So
Why
cute.
am I letterboxed again? It doesn't matter. It was just a genuine question.
Because that's how it comes up, so I didn't resize or do anything with it.
Fair.
So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so we hit a bit of a dead end on the whole Christmas game thing. It's not really a thing, is it?
Not
There's
really.
So many movies that people think of fondly when it comes to Christmas time. Oh, we should do that. We should do that. Even if they don't, everyone has something on their list that they would put down as like a Christmas movie they'd like to see if they found the time for it.
Yeah.
We have loads. We have like 5 or 6 that we try to get in somewhere around the Christmas holidays every year.
Oh, I love that moose. I had a toy stuffed seal when I was little that I went everywhere with me.
My version of that was a hedgehog. Like a hedgehog made of sheepskin.
Yeah, those things were cute. We still have it. It looks really gross.
Yeah, it looks super gross now.
Did the dog play with it as well? Or is it just you?
No, it's just it's real animal hide.
Yeah.
And you know, the spikes on top were sheep's wool, and that shit deteriorates over time. So
Yeah, I don't think I had anything like that.
didn't you have a seal?
Yeah, but that's what I just said. But I wasn't that little.
Oh right.
I don't think.
Oh yeah, I was tiny when I got this thing. 3 or 4.
Shapeless. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is like super obvious, but still my favorite. Oh, we watch that every year. But I think
Yeah, that's one of ours.
Yeah.
That's one of our ones. I love that one.
apparently it's called Seal Morning. The TV show, I think.
Hey, Shapeless. Shitter was full.
Oh shit! Jesus, that made me jump. The dog brought her little dumbbell. It's basically a sign of, can I have more food in there, please?
Yeah, it's a toy that you put food in, and it's like a game just to roll it around and get the food to roll out.
She just dropped it, and that like, Jesus.
That was quite a thump. Yeah,
that was
made me
quite a
chuckle as
thump,
well.
yeah.
What's another good line from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? When he asks a little girl if she's nervous about whether her parents are going to get her a present, and she says, "Shit and bricks." It's like, you shouldn't use that word. Okay, shit and rocks.
Yeah, that's a bizarre one.
I love it.
We want more Khan impersonation.
Alright, I could do a few more from National Lampoon. And when he's chatting to the girl at the lingerie counter. Oh, 'tis the season to be merry. Well, that's my name. Oh shit. I know it too well. I've only seen it like, what, 6 or 7 times? Because we didn't discover it until 2015 or some shit like that. Remember that, Maya? And I don't think we've watched it every single year.
Oh, flaking! Can't see the land, can you, Russ?
Fun fact, that little kid, or anyone who saw National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, well, if you haven't seen it, do check it out. It's very, very American, but I think it's genuinely funny. And it's a real slice of like 1980s greatness. It's some other guy who did like The Breakfast Club and Home Alone and all that stuff. Oh, why am I being an idiot and forgetting his name all of a sudden?
Ah!
You're the Brat Pack guy. Remember Maya?
Sorry, what?
No, you're no help. Anyway, so for
I had a dog climbing on my lap.
the son, Russ, is Johnny Galecki, who is Leonard in Big Bang Theory. I'm sure everyone knows that. But that's a fun fact, seeing super tiny...
Oh no, Lenny, already? Already, Lenny?
Leonard Hofstadter, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's such a fun one, yeah. And, hang on, isn't his sister, Juliette Lewis? Yeah, those are the best kids.
Before the Scientology days.
Yeah.
And Randy Quaid before his QAnon days. Isn't he like a complete maniac now?
Yeah, exactly, flaking, yeah. Nice.
That's going to
Yeah.
be fun. We'll watch that in the next few days, I guess, when we finally get...
John
We're working right
Hughes,
up
yeah.
until- John Hughes, thank you. I knew it was John something.
I was going to say, is that who you're trying to? But yes,
Yeah, it's embarrassing that I didn't have that.
Sam I Am had you.
Thank
covered.
you very much. I hate it when you blank it, and
You
it always
always
feels like
blank at the
someone-
stupidest stuff as well, I feel like.
What I do?
No,
or
no, no,
the
one does. I do.
Yeah, and
So-
when it's something that you feel like is really important to you, like, you know, something that you really care about, and whose work you really admire, and you're just like, I don't know their name, not anymore.
Yeah. When guild watchy? Is that like when do we have another movie night? Well, technically, movie nights like one person streaming, like very much against the law. So,
Yeah, I mean, it always was.
It
but
always was, yeah.
Discord have since clarified that they
Mhm.
are against it.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that means, like whether
I can't really see
they have
them.
some sort of AI in place to enforce it. But should we play a game of Sork or no Sork?
Okay. Yeah.
This is whenever you see, it's usually an Altmer, it doesn't have to be an Altmer, but almost always an Altmer lady with ridiculous curves and a silly, skimpy outfit. It's always a Mag Sork. Occasionally you get a Mag Blade or a Magpla, but it's almost always a Sork. So they're going to keep an eye out. The problem is, usually they have their stinking pets summoned. Incredibly rude, in my opinion.
There are some famous movies in public domain, but can't think of many a lot. Yeah, I remember trying to help organize. Well, we were talking about organizing a movie night, like in a town hall style thing, and you are given a list. There was a huge list of actual movies that you can get for free, that are sort of royalty free, but for these kind of purposes. So yeah, it's definitely worth looking it up. Hey, did you know Clark's aunt was the lady that done Betty Boo's voice?
No way, that's great.
Oh no! Yes.
You looked that up, actually. The one
Yeah.
who sings National Anthem at the end.
Yeah, because I was like, that's someone, right? Yeah. I completely forgot that though, Flaky. Nice one.
Yeah, that's awesome. Great trivia.
Yeah.
We were saying just the other day, we just watched A Violent Night.
Hey, Pompiati.
It's very, very silly, incredibly violent
Very.
comedy with David Harbour and John Leguizamo. It's also got Beverly D'Angelo as the sort of the really nasty, rich matriarch. And we were saying, wouldn't it be funny to do a double bill, like back to back, of that movie and National Lampoon, where she's just the sweetest, most beautiful wife anyone could wish for.
Yeah, right.
And the whole
Yeah.
point is Clark Griswold keeps fucking it up, and how is he so lucky that he has this amazing family? That would be quite a funny one to do back to back, because she's so different.
That's so true. She's such a biatch in that movie. Yeah, complete opposites, right? Yeah. Well, she's also in. I'm blanking. Cougar Town. She's
Yeah, but
horrible
no
in
one
that.
saw Cougar Town.
Well, I did. Many times. So dumb, but I love it. Yeah, she's a horrible character. She plays a horrible character there as well. I love seeing all your Christmas characters there, Khan. It's so cute.
Yeah, this one isn't Christmas yet. We didn't make it this far down the list, did we?
No. But what we did see and we did make down the list, that was cool.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. All my my stocked up food ran out, so I just had to make some more.
Yeah, mine did as well a little bit, but I just didn't bother.
Are you just gonna skip the Ritz?
No, I just did them individually. Yeah.
Yeah, not the best content, but we're both pretty exhausted, especially Maya. Absolutely fucking beat today. And we haven't been able to do Ritz in a while, so...
I'm not even doing mine!
You're just watching me do mine.
Exactly.
Well, you're not going to earn your millions that way.
Gosh darn it. Yeah, it's fun. We watched League of Their Own recently, and it's like, you know, Tom Hanks. He's so he's so freaking good. And then like compared it to Sully and Captain Phillips, like really different. And yet, same dude.
Tom Hanks is great at that.
Yeah. Hey, no pants, miss you, Lucien. Was that the best version of that? Is when you're given a coin to a beggar in Oblivion and you wake up to Lucien Lachance. Well, if you guys missed that voice, go and watch our video where we interview Mr. Wes Johnson, the voice of, and many others. Yeah, this the voice actor strike is kind of a big deal.
Yeah, what can you tell us about that? Because I'll be honest, I don't know as much about it as I should.
Well, they're not. They're on strike. Like, there's nothing really much more to say.
We haven't heard anything about whether their demands are being close to met or
Nope,
whether.
not yet. No, nothing yet. Well, let's have a look. There was an update from... Let me check. But no, I don't think we're close to anything yet.
Fucking sucks. It
Yeah.
is a real shame. I think we'll probably hear more and more and more of this as the years go by. But it is quite a shame just how fast the video games industry ballooned in size and profit, that there wasn't really time to put any guardrails in place. I'm gonna drastically oversimplify, but you know, the money men just sort of parachuting in, Wall Street realizing that this was a massive untapped industry that was about to go supernova. And yeah, without Hollywood doesn't have the best relationship between the money and the creatives, but at least it is functional to a point. And the gaming industry never really had a chance. You just got people who suddenly found themselves on a gold mine. And very hard for them not to just sell out immediately and totally.
Hey, Real Viking. Hello. Thanks for the follow. And thanks for the meow. There'll be no jobs if AI is allowed to carry on, especially voice actors. Well, AI is going to carry on. As Wes Johnson says himself in the interview I did with him, it's going to carry on. It's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. But we just want to sort of the simpler things that they're asking for. I think that... So, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not really getting close to anything. As he said it, permission, compensation when using someone's voice, these are the bare minimum of ethical decency. Corporations fiercely protect their logos, but we are not allowed to control our own likeness and voice. It's time to come to a fair agreement. And yeah, if you just listen to him talk, it's really not asking for much.
It's common sense, but that doesn't matter. You know,
Yeah.
when commercial imperatives are all that matter, then unless the law forces you to,
Yeah.
why would you bother to factor in,
Yeah.
the rights of these people and common decency and fairness? None of these things exist in the boardroom, you know what I mean?
Hey, so Pumpiati, how it goes? About to have a month of work. Nice! Congratulations! Baldur's Gate paid. They have the best ones. I mean, plenty of people. Baldur's Gate, they did a lot of things really, really well as a studio. Better than many, many others. But when it comes to voice acting, like Bethesda pay their actors. It's just they're now, the whole thing, everyone is on strike. Because, AI is not controlled. That's the problem. There is no sort of...
I think what they want is... Legislation always lags really, really far behind technology. It's just the nature of things. It's the way our civilization works. Not a lot we can do about it, except kick governments and lawmakers up the ass to, do something about this. And in the meantime, I think voice actors are just asking for guardrails to be put in place.
Exactly.
Until the law, don't kill off the voice acting industry, so that by the time the law protects them, there's nothing left to protect.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you got till it's gone. To use a very fucking hack phrase. But it's true.
I'm definitely getting from CP 300 to 3,000 in a month. Good luck. I'm going to learn how to stream and stream it for a month straight. Haha, joking. It would be interesting, but yeah, a little bit tiring.
Right, I've got to just hold that thought for a moment, Maya. I've got a super random thing I'm going to show you guys. Right, so this character has these little snake heads on his swords. I don't know why this happens, but when I use the blacksmith station, the snake head on the sword will flip. I think it's when he turns the hammer in a certain way. And the weapon is coded to flip around when he turns his. I've no idea how it happens, but if you watch here, watch the snake head on. So on the left, on his right, but our left. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So not this one, that one, the one furthest from the camera. Oh, they fixed that?
They didn't do anything. Oh, such build-up and nothing. Oh, I've seen it before. That was freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I always used to do this.
It was like looking at the owner. Hello, I'm your snake. How you doing today?
Oh, no way, they've actually fixed that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, honestly, I keep getting spam messages like, hey, your YouTube channel, we'd like to pay you for AI to be able to watch your stuff to learn. It's like,
I don't mind.
No, I don't think
That was
so.
anticlimactic.
That was a little bit.
Yeah, sorry. I don't think we've ever streamed it before, though, have we? So I just thought, well, hang on. Here's an opportunity to show something really random and kind of fun. But they must have fixed it in the last update. Yeah, I think the stakes are high, basically, for this voice actor strike. And I do wish them all the best. I just hope they can hammer out something. But, like, surely... The Americans just are very, very... A lot of countries in the West are pretty anti-unionization and strikes, and they struggle to get any kind of sympathy. Like in America, socialism is basically a dirty word.
Yeah.
If you unionize or strike, it's just one step away. Very easy to demonize them.
Hey, Flakin, thank you so much for the sub. 5-month streak. That's awesome. Thank you.
Is Jester still here, or anyone who's in America? Has there been much coverage of the voice actors strike over there? Because we hear very little about it here, despite how it's quite important, but the gaming press just is like, maybe it's just too fucking dry, and there isn't anything much to.
Well, that's why I wanted to talk to Wes, because I
you know?
I wanted to hear what he had to say. Yeah, absolutely. Because I remember when we had Letitia Lemon here. She's a voice performer. She was in Fallout London, lots of other Fallout stuff. And one of the questions was, what's the best thing about voice acting and the worst? And she said, with the best, there were some things. And the other one's worst was AI. The rise of AI. It's just been so demoralizing because it's just, at the moment, it's sort of allowed to just be out there. And it's scary,
like
sort of. She said it much better, but yeah.
If you're like a fantastic pizza craftsman, and then Domino's suddenly shows up.
Just walked back in. Not much. There's been coverage. There's been more coverage of the Teamsters strike at some Amazon locations. That's really disappointing. Yeah. That's really disappointing because that was the.
Well, that affects people around Christmas.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
It doesn't. For those who don't know, Teamsters, that it refers to. I think the term comes from like team of ponies. So haulage essentially. But obviously not ponies these days. Truckers.
Yeah, so the only coverage is for the Amazon strike, but it's framed in a way that the protesters are hating the economy. Well, yeah, remember when? I mean, it's fucking dangerous, but when firemen and women went on strike, 24 hours, and yeah, shit went down sadly because things happen. But they're just working for atrocious pay. But of course, then they were just absolutely demonized because yeah.
It is a tough thing to do, and
it is.
The public tends to hate it. And who's to say what? Yeah, you get economists involved, and they can be like, well, here's what they should be paid, or here's what makes sense economically. It's usually not what anyone wants to hear. So yeah, it's rough. You just have to kind of trust that unions aren't just power hungry, which they are sometimes, or that not the unions itself, but the people who sit at the top and who influence the way these things go. You just have to trust that when they do decide to strike, it's because shit's gone too far. A line has been crossed.
Sorry about that.
A straw breaking the camel's back, all that kind of stuff. But unless you're connected, or you have a spouse or a relative or a close friend who's in that industry, it can be pretty difficult to sympathize, or just to get good info about what their problem is.
So speaking of trust.
10-inch pulls, a little trust would be appreciated.
I still love Rich for doing this. This is so fun. Just in case that wasn't loud enough.
10-inch pulls, a little trust would be appreciated.
That laugh at the end as well. That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, he's a hero for agreeing to do that. Just a random question by me. Hey, could I get you to say a few words for my guild? By the way, these are the words. He immediately found it funny and was like, yeah, I'm game.
And then we've got good old Finn.
Hey, Ninja Pools, don't stand in stupid.
Always good advice. Don't stand in stupid. Fun. Any hoodle poodle. Oh, I just love when people have a sense of humor, Especially someone in Rich's shoes. Like, he's got into some hot waters on social media for tweeting something. It was fine, but it was just a little bit, that people are going to take it the wrong way. So for him to just be like, fuck it, let's go. Yeah, it's really great. So are we going to do some story, Khan? Or are you just going to want to continue?
I don't know. I'll do whatever.
All right, let's go get some story stuff done. Where did we get to?
You want to continue?
Yeah.
We kind of finished what we were doing.
Well, what's next on that, story beat?
I don't know. Probably the Stonefalls story. I'll tell you what I could do, and you could join me if you want, is go get Sky Shards in Westweald on a couple of characters that don't have it. Or is that too boring?
No, it's fine. Let's go.
That can be done pretty quick. Especially if you group up. And then you can get out of delves quicker and stuff like that.
All right. So you can stop streaming? I'm in.
Oh, okay. Cool.
My loading screens have been particularly long today. Like, really long today.
Does that often happen around events, that there are just more people? Can that be it?
I hope so, because otherwise I'm like, I don't know which character needs them, though, like, at all, at the moment. Which of your characters doesn't have Sky Shards?
Most.
Really?
Yeah. And just Westweald.
No, I know, but I thought you already got all of those.
No, haven't had time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nearly Christmas, isn't it? It's the Christmas weekend, so people would be off work, Kids are off school finally. So yeah. It's time to celebrate and be merry. Been particularly long. There we go. And let's see whether I have them in Westweald. I have one in Westweald. So perfect.
Which one? Is it the one in the public dungeon?
Don't know.
I bet it is.
That would make sense. Hang on, I'm just not there yet. It's the one carted at the top of the battlements at Fort Colovia.
Oh, so no.
What? That's weird, right?
Well, this character also has just one, but I'm pretty sure it's the one in the public dungeon.
Yeah.
Let me check. Yeah. In the Maw of a Mighty Skull. Left wheel.
Well, whatever. I'll survive if I miss one, so let's go.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I'm online, I think. Are you?
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
Maya speaks in peace. Meanwhile, the chat speak in a... What? In aggression. Talking about strikes and whatnot. Yeah. All right. Can I port to you? No.
I'll be there in just a moment.
Thank you.
To overwrite some nonsense in my armory. Like some wrong morphs and shit on this character, which I don't really understand, but all sorted now. I'm porting there.
Cool. I just said that's what she said. I wonder what they were talking about. Just some people next to me. Oh. Right, I'm on my way. Hey, the Simple Network. Hello, welcome in, welcome in.
Hello there. Bit of a quieter stream today. The last couple of days were insane. We will do more of that for sure, but
Welcome in. What do you guys get up to? We're just going to go and grab some sky shards.
it sounded like you weren't sure what we were doing.
Where'd you go?
I'm just going to Cylon. You can port to me in just a moment. I'll be inside.
All right.
Go.
Okay, porting. Wow. Well, the conversation maybe let's make it a little more peaceful and fun and chill and Saturday.
What's happening?
Just talking about some protests and police brutality and other brutality, which is
Oh wow.
yeah. Wait for me, Khan. Where did you go?
Don't you have markers? Come on.
It doesn't come up with a
Follow
marker.
the red.
It does not come up
Then
with a
turn them on.
marker on the compass. No.
Well, then turn them on.
Can we just go? Let's go. I'm with you now. It's cool. What are these skills that I have here? Oh, yeah. Oh, I miss healing in Dreadsail. Alright, Christmas Khan. Nice hood.
Nice. Too many idiots chasing us. Let's go. And so what we want to do here is just run to the group event, get it done. Pretty sure I've already done it on this guy.
So have I.
Okay, well then we don't need to... Just need to go around as quick as we can.
I think. Well, the boss is, the icon is white, so yeah.
Yeah, but that... Remember, it's account wide. I think. Oh, no, it shouldn't be, should it? That one should be character specific.
Yeah, I've got 4 white, boss icons here. Hey,
way.
why am I stuck? I'm stuck. Okay, I'm with you.
Watch the tripwire, Maya. The tripmire.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for the major resolve.
Yep.
Bruh. Bro's got my back. Man, this place is a maze.
I have no idea where I'm going. Like, 0. Not even trying to know.
No, you don't need to know. If someone knows the way, it's all good. Man. A little bit wonky. I can't seem to cast Impale on anything.
It's an event. Is on. What? Words.
Yeah. A little bit sketchy though, isn't it? Kind of an important ability.
No. Who needs it?
I do.
Ah. Oh well. Bone Flayer. Alright, we're done. Let's go.
Another tripwire.
I can see them, you know. They're quite sort of obvious.
Every now and again I hit one.
Oh, no, I will still hit it. Because I will misjudge the jump, but I can see them.
Rot breath. I feel like if you're a goblin, you don't want to be part of the rot breath tribe. It'd just be hard to like hook up with anyone.
I mean, as long as everybody's got that breath, you're good. It's like, you know, date night to say, oh, don't have garlic on date night. Well, if you both have garlic, who cares, right?
But then you're just like mucking around in the same gene pool over and over. It's not good. No bueno.
I mean, I'd imagine all trolls or whatever the fuck they are, they have pretty dreadful breath anyway, right? So... I feel like you don't have to worry about that too much.
Remember to eat your remnants of deception or corruption or whatever they are.
Don't have
I
any.
don't remember what you get from there.
Don't got none.
Oh, you should have got one by now.
Well, I didn't. Nope.
What are we in combat with? Nothing. Good. And port to one another. Or you can just wait for me.
I'll just wait. So not
Cheers, everyone. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Yeah, something is like fighting. I can hear it.
Yeah. That's all the goblins and the undead fighting, right? Always love that. That's cool. When you just wander into a place and it's like it's been waiting for you to spring the trap. It's tropey, but it's not like it doesn't make a ton of sense. Because if you go in somewhere and everyone's already brawling,
It's like going out with people when they just get wasted and you're sober. You're like, oh, that's not fun. You know, when you show up late to a party kind of thing.
I don't follow. Sorry.
No, but like, just drunk people, you know, and just everybody's brawling already. Everybody's fighting. Oh, just go to the party, guys. Come on.
What you're saying is that Cylon is like going out for a night in Swansea.
Exactly.
See if Flakekin agrees with me on that one.
Yeah. Just let me know when to port to you.
Yeah, this delve takes a while to get to. Sorry, it's the most irritating one. Nearly there.
Flaking lot, maybe.
I mean, Glasgow would be the more obvious choice, wouldn't it? That's the stereotypical
Yeah.
place name.
It's just funny, sort of overhearing. You know, I'm able to hear all the fighting. It's just there's something funny about that one.
In one of my discords, there are a few Scottish guys, and they were swapping. They were like trying to list how many words there are for fight.
Are there as many as
There are so many.
everybody was kung fu fighting? Do you hear the music?
Right, pull to me.
Okay.
But no, it is a cool way to establish that's where the danger's coming from. That, you know, there are goblins and undead fighting in a place. Gives it, you know, more of a sense of life than just... Here's a tomb which is suspiciously
To me.
well lit, despite the fact that it's empty, you know? Like all the barrows in Skyrim. Someone is going through relighting the torches every day,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
replenishing the candles, refilling the oil lamps. What's with that?
I have to give you both credit. I can't hear you munching any Cadbury Heroes.
I'm not even sure what that is.
Oh, where did you go?
It's like celebrations. Not really into chocolate. Like, it's lovely, but I don't eat a lot of it.
No.
It's the kind of thing I would never buy for myself.
Yeah, it's chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah, if Maya buys it, and it's like in the house, and it's, you know, it's available for me to just have some, then that shit is gone. It's not gonna last that long. But yeah, the older I get, the less of a sweet tooth I have, and I never really had
A sweet tooth to start with. Yeah. I like dark chocolate. Very partial to that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we used to get. I think this is it, Maya. Yeah. We used to get like little batons of 100%,
Those are
Sure.
intense.
and have that with coffee in the morning. But then it's so dark, it basically tastes like coffee beans. Not everyone loves that.
You're just munching on coffee beans. Noise.
But I know what you mean about you just having chocolates in the house at Christmas and.
I'm more savoury myself. Yeah, same. I'm just going to wait, yes? Cheese board for the win. Yes, I was literally just going to say, if there's a choice of dessert or cheese board, cheese board.
Your cheese.
Provided it's good cheese. Like, we went to this pub with some mates, local pub, and I just knew the cheese board was going to be like, you know, like crappy cheddar with cranberries in it.
Or to me.
So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to opt for the dessert. This is horrible, but it wasn't, I guess people...
What's that about? That's a very British thing, isn't it? Like putting fruit in the cheese. Why not just have a nice cheese and then put some...
Yeah, if somebody was fruit, put it next to it.
Yeah, put like some kind of preserve with it or whatever.
Exactly,
whatever
exactly, yeah.
I don't want to have the cranberries locked in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't really get that one.
Maybe it's because we're not from here.
Yeah. When I moved to the UK, I was like, oh, this is weird and fun. I should try it. But then again, no.
The Czechs and the Danes aren't great with their cheese either.
Oh, Czechs definitely aren't.
Like, compared to like the Italian or the French.
I mean, to be fair, Czechs, gotta give them some credit. Like, they have the, like a lot of goat in the countries, sort of various goat cheeses. They have that hermelin, which is sort of like brie, and then they do that sirečky, which is this bizarre.
Sounds like something naughty.
Well, sir is cheese, but it's this really smelly, weird thing. That like the whole thing is just
cheese.
It's just these little blocks, and they're really squidgy. They're very weird. It's very unique. Nobody else does this. And it's sort of fermented, sort of pickled, sort of really weird. I can barely remember what it is now, but yeah.
It sounds kind of bandit when you describe it that way.
Yeah, no.
I don't mean Czech or Danish cheese is bad. No way.
Oh, it's a Staropramen lager is tasty from Czech. Yeah, I know.
That's very true.
You're not wrong. Yeah.
But like, they're very simple.
Oh, yeah. They don't, yeah.
At least the Brits say what you like. They do crazy shit with their cheese. Because I guess they're such francophiles.
But yeah, Staropramen, the brewery was right where I went to school, just down the road, basically. Pretty cool.
Does that mean the Old Spring?
Yeah. Hungarian Rudy, a fresh cottage cheese rod with slight sweet citrus flavor coated in dark chocolate. Okay, that sounds interesting. Yes, it's called that area is called Smíchov, which is across the river from sort of the really cool places where everybody goes, so like the Old Town Square and all that. But a lot, the development has happened. It's been amazing. That's where my mum was born and lived, so I went to school there. Really cool areas, and yeah, they eventually didn't happen. Well, eventually they had a beautiful pub there, right there, so you could just doing some traditional Czech food. Really good as well. Sometimes, tourist trap can be just crap food. This wasn't it.
Oh, that's not the right way.
You had a good upbringing, or close to one. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I lived in this little village, which is, it was outskirts of Prague, but, barely Prague. I think it became Prague in like 1930 or something. So, yeah.
And what the fuck? Sorry.
Cool.
I took the bridge too soon.
But what I loved, and it's sort of funny, there was this. So when I was a kid, this was like it wasn't a gym. It was just like a, what's it called? Like an indoor exercise thing, but it didn't have like gym equipment or anything like that. It was for indoor sports. And it was sort of a big thing.
Sports center.
Sort of, but yeah.
That'll do.
Anyway, that will do. Then they sort of created a little pub inside it. So my mates and like, I know, and my uncle, they're like, oh, we all go there. It's like, really? But then the last time we visited, they had like non-filtered beer there. They had their own little sort of casks and on display, and like a chef doing all this. Like, Jesus Christ. It's kind of fun how the development and everything changed even a little place like that.
Yeah, that's wild. But it's when the money is like pouring in.
Yeah. Well, I don't know who was pouring money into that place, but
Well, the EU for one thing. Remember my old job?
yeah.
It was crazy. I briefly had this position where I was trying to help. This is before Brexit, obviously. I was trying to help small companies and sometimes larger businesses, or like public bodies, trades associations, that kind of thing, navigate what we called the funding labyrinth in the European commission because there was so much money.
Doe, I feel now that my upbringing was kind of bad.
There was so much money that the EU had to invest.
Yeah.
In all of its member states, and never, not a single year did it get used up.
Nope.
And a lot of it was stolen, but mostly
Yeah.
in Eastern Europe. Maya, I'm sorry to
Oh,
say.
I know. I sort of tried working in the well, not tried. I worked in that, not the stealing bit, but trying to find businesses to actually invest, like legit stuff to invest in.
Yeah.
But it was such a tough job because it was met with, no, we don't want any money. It's a scam. No. No.
But yeah, the Russians are very good at finding ways for EU funding to end up in their pockets.
Am I porting to you, Khan, or?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay.
But yeah, it wasn't like a huge problem, but the main issue was we have all this money and we just can't, and we could do so much good with it to accelerate investment and prosperity and development, yada yada, and people just aren't taking it. You know, there are insufficient entrepreneurs out there to do this stuff, or just they just don't realize that it's available. That was the main issue.
Yeah.
It was crazy interesting though, just how much there was to work with. I guess that's part of what you're talking about, these areas that kind of explode. Especially if it's like we're talking the would you call it suburbs? They weren't really suburbs. They're like villages outside of greater, but in the greater Prague area. So just prime real estate, I guess.
Yeah, because you sort of live in the country. Yeah, the way houses like and accommodation flats, block of flats just sprung up in the fields where, you know, when I was a kid, we would just...
Every time we'd visit your home, there'd be a new development across the road.
Yeah, it was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Just down from where we moved to, like, we could literally see it from the window. They built this... hang on, how do we get there? Well, obviously fake, but like medieval town/village. Well, it wasn't medieval, was it? It was a bit later than that, but still.
Really?
Yeah, they filmed several stuff there.
Oh, it was for movies?
Movies, yeah. So just set, yeah.
I thought you took them like a shopping centre with
No.
medieval thing. That sounds fucking awesome.
You'd be like, why the fuck didn't you take me there? You took me there all through the crappy places visiting your family and give me a break. Oh, I can't mount. Come on.
Yeah, you can.
It wouldn't let me first time round.
Yeah, it would.
No, it didn't. I think it's we need to watch the Lampoon, right? Soon. It's time.
The Lampoon.
You know what I mean? The holiday, the thing.
Man, you are really tired today, aren't you, Maya? The words just aren't coming. They build a medieval thing, and we need to watch the Lampoon.
It's been a long week.
It has.
And I do have an early start tomorrow as well, so.
And yesterday's stream was amazing.
Epic!
It was really fun, but man, we were both so freaking drained. I basically collapsed in my chair when we'd finished. I had no idea. It was like when you are driving in, when you got a long motorway drive in crappy weather conditions. Visibility is bad, or something.
So like the thing itself is enticing, but you have to be paying attention 100%, like all the time.
You just sort of focus.
Yeah, focused all the. Yeah, there we go. That's the word. Yeah.
And then when you finally park the car, you just say, "I'm fucking busted right now."
If Khan was Welsh, she probably would have taken you up the Brecon Beacons, and even Mount Snowdon. Sounds sort of like an innuendo there, but I mean, we used to go to Wales. We even considered moving to Wales just because it's so lovely.
Take her up the Brecon Beacons.
I know.
One of my mates at uni, John, had. I wish I remember the lyrics to the song, but it was all about. It was just a list of innuendos, basically. She'd ask for a Kit Kat, 4 fingers she got.
Oh my god.
And there were like 8 verses to this thing. Amazing.
Yeah, it's also like teaching cookery or doing cookery demos. Like it sort of comes as second nature to me because I've been doing it for so long.
Well, that's your job. Just
Yeah,
to clarify.
just to clarify. Yeah. But today in particular, there were several people that like really wanted to talk and was just telling me their life story. You know,
When you say talk, you mean prattle.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
just like I just feel the energy, just the last little bit I have, just drifting away.
So that's when you need like a sidekick to say, "Okay, great stuff. Don't you see she's working here? Go bother someone else." There's someone who can do that, like that light-hearted shoot down thing.
Yeah. My wife
But if
moved
you-
here. She
with
will never go
yourself.
back. Nice.
Nice.
Did you say Ipswich?
I always knew them Palingers were up.
Or am I imagining that she was from or near Ipswich, or am I just going crazy now? That's also a possibility. Flakin, his wife.
Oh, that's funny. We were just chatting about Ipswich a moment ago.
Yeah. Maybe that's maybe that's all I'm thinking. Once I went to buy boots in in the outdoor shop. When I got in was nothing outside. When I left, the whole street was a movie set. They asked me why I was there. Oh, that's funny. Gorleston. Now I just pronounce that like an American. I really should stop talking. Yeah, that happens. What's that place called? Laycock. It's like a really medieval, beautiful little place, and they do a lot of shoots there. This kind of stuff.
Well, there's a medieval abbey
Yeah.
and some ruins there, but mostly it is like 17th, 18th
Thatched
century.
sort of roofs, all of this beautiful. It's close to Great
so
Yarmouth.
whenever they have a
Gotcha.
Jane Austen picture, they often shoot it in Laycock.
But they have said, like, people that live there, it's sort of funny. You go into a shop or into a pub and then you can't leave because they're like, oh, they set up a movie there. Oh, okay.
But you're not allowed to have satellite dishes. I mean,
Yeah.
no one bothers to do this anymore anyway. But you couldn't have like any antennae or satellite dishes
Yeah.
on the outside of your house because the amount of movie shoots, it would just be too much expense to take them down, either physically or in post every time. So it was just well, that's also a national trust thing,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like the whole place is protected by this body called the National Trust, which looks after, landmarks of cultural importance, stuff like that. We almost moved there. I'm kind of glad we didn't end up there, but it would have been fun
Yeah.
in some ways. Fun for a while.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Khan.
Yo. Imagine that. You just go to buy bread in the morning, and there's Colin Firth strutting around in in a costume.
Ooh.
Yeah, now Maya's thinking, oh, damn, why didn't we move there?
Ah, no. No. I'm just getting stuck.
I'm just skipping all of these a-holes.
Oh no, I got fisted. No. Leave me alone. I'm fine. I healed myself.
Flesh of the body, bones of the dead. The heart.
Your shade just chasing after you. Wait for me! Fist it! But there was a fist! There was a fist coming out of the ground. And he grabbed my healer.
Hmm.
It's a correct description. It's not weird.
Sound right?
Maybe that's just me walking in at the wrong time, yeah. In game. Yeah, out of context. Dangerous. Oh, he didn't even have time to straighten up.
Shouldn't have fucked with a Nightblade.
Ah, stuck again. It's weird for me. The sky shard didn't have the whole light above it, but I definitely didn't
Same.
have it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, same.
where did you go? Should I just wait?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do 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 do.
Alright, you can pull to me now.
Ooh.
This is a pretty top tip. Do sky sharding in pairs. You can just save a little bit of time.
What's the top tip? Just pull to each other.
Yeah, to do sky shards in pairs.
Yeah. Oh, I see. I see. Brain.
Oh man, I just heard a wolf howl in game. And because I've been playing so much The Axis Unseen last week before our interview with Nate, that really triggered me.
Yeah. I can see you on the map. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait for me. Alright, let's go. Eyes ready. But yeah, so today, sorry guys, but it is going to be just a shorter stream, but I'll be back tomorrow with some housing and chilling earlier than today. And we can have a nice chill one.
Time, roughly, like 4:30?
4:30 GMT, yeah. My wife has seen ESO a few times, but won't play it, so solo Sky Shards it is. I went to the bathroom, heard Maya saying, I'm getting redacted. I definitely didn't say that.
Dude, why wouldn't it let me up here?
Well, let me up here, no. Well, whilst you're doing that, let's play the game, guys.
That's super weird.
Alright, so...
There's totally an invisible here.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Right. Fist. Well, my character was. I'm not saying anything. Alright, so where are we? 159. Alright, come on, let's land on something good. $16. There we go. Alright, so where do we get to? Another
So-
empty square.
Okay, so we're on 159 and you rolled 16?
Yep.
Okay, so 175, correct? Dude, we're getting close to the end of this thing. We've gotta decide
176.
exactly-
I
we've
want
gotta
to,
decide
okay.
exactly which crazy giveaway we're going to do when we reach the
Oh,
end.
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
It could be not this next. So it can't be tomorrow because there are no more Arcanist portals for us to use. But it could be the stream after that.
Yeah, we need to add more sort of soft, fun things. Yeah. I love this game, man. It's so beautiful, so fun.
Yeah, people were very complimentary about it yesterday, which is nice.
Yeah.
I made it myself. Well, we designed it together, and then I just went away and did a bunch of pixels.
Yeah.
Doing actual, like, full high-res artwork. That would have taken me forever. Forget it.
Absolutely. But yeah, so thank you so much for hanging out for a very low-key, very chill stream today. But yeah, let's hang out tomorrow again, and let's go and say hello to Mr. Medic. I don't know why I said Mr. Medic. Medic.
Remember to follow, sub if you've got anything like that. Remember to share our videos. That Warden video that everyone's been waiting for. It's taken a while. It is very nearly finished now. So that'll be coming up in the next
It's going to be
couple of
great.
days. Yeah, it's actually a really good one. I think it might be my favorite of all of that. That'll complete our run of... They're not just DPS videos. In fact, they're really not. They're like deep dive into how the class works as a damage dealer. And they've been really, really well received. Thank you so much, everyone who watched and shared and all the rest. But I think the Warden's going to be the best one. It's a really interesting set of suite of abilities it's got. And with that little teaser, remember to support Ninja Pulls in any way you can. We deeply appreciate it. And who were you going to raid off to, Maya? Say
Medic!
again. Medic!
All right. Have an awesome one. See you guys tomorrow.